Good morning. Good morning, Pico, California family. My name is Towanda Sherry, and I'm a resident of East Oakland and a proud leader with Faith in Action Leader Ms Institute. I too have been affected by the housing crisis, and I felt it necessary to engage with like-minded people to aid our community as a leader of Faith in Action East Bay and as a member of Causa Justa Just Cause. This issue is personal. It has affected me, my family, and my neighbors. My son is living with one of his friends because the cost of his rent by himself would take up nearly his whole monthly paycheck. $800 a month to almost $1,800 a month. The stress from trying to figure out how is he going to pay the bills is creating health problems. He had a stroke. And his son confided in me that he's worried about his dad's health. My grandchildren have been priced out of Oakland, two sets live in Antioch and Sacramento. So I don't get a chance to see them that often. I have friends who've become unhoused because they couldn't afford their skyrocketing rents. I'm thankful because I have a roof over my head. But since I've lived in my apartment, 33 people have been killed in my neighborhood. And I cannot move off my block because the rents have gone up so much in Oakland. Is this right? No. There's a Bible story about the Pharisees who were lawgivers. These lawgivers or Pharisees could see what was happening to their people, but they didn't act. Their people came and spoke to them, but the Pharisees, they didn't hear. Several years ago, Faith in Action East Bay and ACE met with Assemblymember Rob Bonta and asked him to work on sponsoring some legislation to help members of our community, all of us, who are suffering under egregious rent burdens. Assemblymember Bonta agreed to do so. When we saw the proposal of AB 1482 by Assemblymember Bonta and Shu, our spirits. This bill really helps families by capping rent increases and preventing no cause and unjust evictions. This bill will help so many in our city and across the whole state. Thank you, Assemblymember Bonta, for taking leadership on AB 1482 throughout the long process of shepherding this through committees in the and the Senate votes that were necessary, and eventually having it signed by the governor. Thank you also for leading just cause protection for this portion of this bill, so we have more just cause protections. Thank you, Assemblymember Bonta, for being a lawmaker who does see and who does hear our community. Thank you for understanding as a community, we belong to each other. We belong to each other. For your leadership and for your commitment to work with us and constituents from your district and our extended family throughout the state to create a California where we all truly belong. We would like to present you with this award in recognition of your incredible efforts and all the work we will do together in the future. Yes, we're going to continue to work to win housing as a human right for all our people. Can we have a big applause to share our appreciation for Assemblymember Bonta? He might be here today, but Tonya? Yes, come on over, Tonya. Tonya is here to accept this award for Assemblymember Bonta.
Good morning, Pico. Good morning. My name is Tonya Love. I'm the District Director for Assemblymember Rob Bonta. I'm sorry he couldn't be here, but I definitely wanted to be here because not only am I working to represent him, most importantly, I'm a renter, okay? How many of you go to city council meetings and people come up to the city council? I'm a homeowner and I represent this city and my voice is important. You hear that all the time, right? Whenever I go to the city council meeting, I say, I'm a tenant. I pay rent and I am important, right? Because we belong, right? We belong in the city. We deserve to be heard. And so when I started working for the Assembly member, I knew that housing was the most important issue, and I made sure that he heard from tenants like OCO and ACE and everyone and helped convince him to take up this bill. This has been a long fought battle, but it's been successful because of people like you coming to us, telling your stories, and letting them know that we are just as important as the homeowners in the state, and we deserve to have a roof over our head, and we deserve to be heard. So thank you so much